Okay, my phone shut off on me. So, anyway, then I saw a knight in shining armor. So, the biggest reason why I joined the Marine Corps was not like a lot of people do for the dress blues. I mean, believe it or not, I've never worn dress blues before. And then I have a lot of people, they question me being in the Marine Corps because of that. Well, the fact is, when you're an infantry Marine, I was with 2nd Battalion, 8th Marines, the biggest reason why is we were deployed a lot. And whenever we weren't deployed, we were doing our own thing. And when we were doing our own thing, we didn't wear dress blues. I was not an embassy guard or anything like that. I didn't do parades. I wasn't stationed in the United States. I was stationed, my duty station was at a Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. It was 2nd Battalion, 8th Marines. Later on, it switched over from 8th Marine Regiment to 6th Marine Regiment. So we were with part of 6th Marines also. And the whole point of it is we were deployed most of the time. And when you're deployed and you wear your uniform, it is not dress blues. In fact, your uniform is, the uniform you wear are your camis, your Bravos, your Charlies, your Alphas. Alphas are the green outfit, the green suits, which they give you. If as an infantry guy, if we wanted our dress blues, we'd had to buy it. Okay. Now I went through corporal's course and I went through sergeant's course. I made all up to E5, and I learned how to use a sword and everything else. I never did buy the sword. I always used the ones that were issued to us. But when you're in combat and when you're overseas and when you're doing different things, swords are not. What are you gonna do with a sword? It's all for ceremony and to lead Marines. There's more Marines that were better at stuff than I ever can be. I mean, I passed with flying colors. I mean, I was even in the Marine Corps Institute, Campbell University all at the same time. But when I got out of the Marine Corps, I opened up my own businesses, and a lot of times I decided to wear a suit and dress code, stuff like that, and wear a tie. And I hated it because I felt restricted, because what I owned, I was the one who liked to work. See, I work, and to me, I didn't feel I was very productive by having on a suit and tie. So eventually I wore pants and dress shoes and shoes that could get me around, but I always wore according to how I could perform and how I could work. And I even had clothes that would repel water and stuff. We had Joseph A. Bank close to us, and those ladies over there, they always took very good care of me when it came to clothing and everything else. And a lot of times I have to use other people's opinion on what to wear, because I am not a person that knows how to dress or dress appropriately. I just know, I know how to tuck in my shirt. I know what my gig line is. I know how to handle my stuff better than most people. Sorry, I had to take that down. And then, whatever worked. And a lot of times before I went in the Marine Corps, even while I was in the Marine Corps, my sister bought most of my clothes for me. Or if I was talking to somebody, I won't lie, a lot of times the reason why I bought clothes was because I was either dating somebody that did clothing, or I was talking to somebody, and quite frankly, I just let them dress me, because I hate buying clothes. I hate shopping. It's one of my biggest. Now my daughter, she kind of likes to shop. I'll go with her, and I can't let her pick out clothes for me, otherwise I'd look like she can't pick out clothes for me. Not yet, anyway. She's getting there. But I'm not all into looking like a clown or looking. I'm kind of OCD. I have to match, and I have to have a certain look. So the biggest reason why I don't like wearing suits and ties, and it's funny because I've gotten awards and I've been on stage, and then I had to go to galas and stuff like that, and I usually go and purchase something last minute, but it's just not me. However, the place I go in Quincy, now the stuff they have, they take good care of me. They realize that with me, and they deal with a lot of guys like me, and they put me in what I like, and I like that, which is suits and ties. And I have stuff on standby for the more I do in my own work, my own business, the more suits and ties I gotta wear for like employee benefits and going into different places that it's just a professional look. And I understand that, but I finally found some places that actually can fit me accordingly to what I want to be fit in. Like this is a really nice jacket here, and I got it from Shookings and Quincy, and they did a really good job. And I got 2 others on standby right now that I plan on getting. And then I plan on getting a brand new suit. And it's funny because the only times I'd usually wear a suit is like if I'm going into court or something for testifying or for something like that. But that's one of the reasons why I don't like wearing a suit, because I feel like I'm going into court or something. And to me, I like to be presentable. So that's my theory on why I don't wear a suit and tie. However, just in case you didn't get the last one, I started out, my very first job was at Wavering Aquatic Center, and I was been a lifeguard my entire life. Well, you wear a swimsuit. Even in wintertime when I was at the YMCA as a lifeguard, you wear a swimsuit. Christmas and holiday help, I got a job also at Radio Shack, to where they always wanted me to wear like a tie or whatnot, and so I'd always wear a tie, and I hate it because I feel like it's choking. I don't like things touching my neck. I always feel like I'm being choked, and I don't like feeling like I'm being choked. And so you know, that was the times that I had to wear a tie, but they never made me wear a suit because I was in the toy department at all times at Radio Shack. So in other words, I sold computers and I sold toys. And I'd always play with the toys, and after a while they realized that I could do more the way, you know, the way I felt, you know. And I like to dress, I'm also OCD, so, you know, I have to match anyway. But as far as suit and tie goes, going back to the Marine Corps, just never bought the dress blues, never wore the dress blues, never had a reason to wear my dress blues. Don't get me wrong, I love the Marine Corps, you know, it's part of me, it's who I am. I'm always going to be a Marine. But the dress blues are something they put out on commercials and something that is like embassy duty, but it doesn't talk about the soul of the Marine Corps, you know, what Marines and who they really are. So I never wore dress blues. Anyway.